Can Propolis throat sprays actually help soothe a sore throat? Research suggests they might. One small clinical study found that using a Propolis oral spray, 2 to 4 sprays daily for 5 days, helped people with colds recover 2 days faster than those who took a placebo. Another study also indicated that Propolis may help shorten the duration of cold symptoms. Beyond colds, Propolis could also be beneficial for some types of mouth and throat irritation. Research shows that Propolis-based mouthwashes can help reduce the risk of painful mouth inflammation in chemotherapy patients. In those recovering from oral surgery, using a Propolis rinse 5 times daily for a week helped with healing and reduced pain and inflammation. Additionally, denture wearers suffering from mouth irritation caused by candidiasis saw improvements when applying a Propolis extract 4 times a day for a week. Interestingly, Propolis isn't just useful for sore throats. It may also help with cold sores. Studies show that applying a Propolis cream 5 times daily for 5 to 10 days can ease pain, burning, itching, and swelling. However, in this case, a cream was used rather than a spray. So Propolis sprays and mouthwashes do seem to offer some relief for sore throats and mouth irritation. However, there's another B product with even stronger evidence behind it, and maybe even more effective for soothing sore throats than Propolis, and that's honey. Bee products have been studied for all kinds of health benefits, but honey stands out as the most well-researched. It's known for soothing irritated tissues, healing wounds, and even calming coughs. By the way, I review a lot of supplements on this channel, so if you're interested in natural remedies, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. When it comes to cough relief, honey is one of the best natural options out there, especially for children over the age of 2 with upper respiratory tract infections. Research shows that taking 1/2 to 2 teaspoons of honey at bedtime can reduce nighttime coughing, improve sleep, and may even work better than standard medications like antibiotics. In fact, honey has been found to be as effective as the popular cough suppressant dextromethorphan, also known as DXM. But honey's benefits don't stop at colds. Studies also suggest it can help with mouth and throat irritation unrelated to infections. In patients undergoing radiochemotherapy, consuming honey reduced pain and inflammation in the mucous membranes. Another study found that using honey-soaked gauze 3 times over 10 days after dental surgery improved healing and reduced pain. And for those dealing with cold sores, research shows that applying honey 4 to 5 times a day can speed up healing by about 2 days. Beyond soothing irritation, honey also has powerful wound healing properties. Clinical research on burn patients have found that applying honey speeds up recovery compared to conventional dressings. Similarly, research shows that honey-infused dressings help surgical wounds heal faster while also reducing inflammation. Now, you might be wondering, what's the best honey to use? Surprisingly, there isn't just one. Research has shown benefits from various types of honey, meaning you don't need to use a specific kind of honey to see results. Some of the most widely available options in North America that have shown benefits include manuka, buckwheat, eucalyptus, and wildflower honey. While these all have slightly different flavors and compositions, there's no solid evidence that one is far superior to the others when it comes to soothing a sore throat. Another common question is whether raw or unpasteurized honey is better than pasteurized honey. Pasteurization involves heating the honey to kill any microorganisms, improve shelf stability, and prevent crystallization, while raw honey remains untreated, keeping its natural enzymes and nutrients intact. Raw honey often has a more complex floral taste and may contain trace amounts of pollen and propolis, whereas pasteurized honey is smoother and more uniform in flavor and composition. Nutritionally, raw honey does retain more vitamins, antioxidants, and beneficial enzymes. But when it comes to sore throats, studies show that both raw and pasteurized honey are effective. Both help coat the throat, reduce irritation, suppress coughs and fight microbes. In some cases, like wound healing, pasteurized honey is actually preferred as it ensures sterility and reduces the risk of contamination. So what's the best choice? Simply go with a honey that you enjoy and fits your budget. As long as you're using real honey, not a fake syrup substitute, you'll get the soothing benefits for your throat. Overall, when it comes to sore throats and irritated mucous membranes, honey has much stronger scientific backing than propolis. Plus, it's more widely available and typically more affordable. That's why for managing sore throats, especially in children, I usually recommend eating or drinking honey rather than using propolis throat sprays. However, propolis does have one potential advantage: sprays. While the overall research on propolis for sore throats or colds is weak, the studies that do exist focus on its use in spray or rinse form. On the other hand, honey's benefits are much better documented, but primarily from consuming raw honey itself, not spraying it. In fact, honey sprays don't seem to be particularly effective. One study found that using an intranasal spray with honey and saline didn't improve symptoms for adults with chronic sinus infections. Another study showed that irrigating the nasal passages with manuka honey and saline was no more effective for chronic sinus infections than using saline alone. So if you want the full benefits of honey for a sore throat, you'll need to eat the real thing. But if you'd rather use a throat spray, propolis sprays could be a suitable alternative. But what about other bee-derived products? Can they help with sore throats? Unfortunately, not really, but they do offer other potential health benefits. Honey remains the best researched bee product, particularly for its wound healing and cough-suppressing properties. Propolis, while not very effective for sore throats, shows more promise as a topical treatment for cold sores. Some research also indicates that propolis could support blood sugar control and lower HbA1c levels in people with type 2 diabetes. Then there's royal jelly, a nutrient-dense substance produced by worker bees to feed larvae and the queen. It's rich in proteins, fatty acids, and vitamins, and is even thought to have mild hormonal effects in humans. Some studies suggest that royal jelly may modestly ease menopausal symptoms, but there's no strong evidence that it boosts immunity or helps with colds or the flu. Bee venom, which is delivered through bee stings, contains peptides and proteins with potential anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. Bee sting therapy is sometimes used for pain relief and is even part of desensitization therapy for bee sting allergies. However, there's no research showing it helps with immunity, colds, or flu. When it comes to bee pollen and bee bread, the research isn't as strong as it is for other bee products. There are only a handful of human studies, and so far there's little solid evidence to support major health benefits. So propolis sprays might help soothe the sore throat, but when it comes to natural remedies, honey is still the gold standard. If you're battling a cold and need some relief, I'd try eating some honey first. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Yeung. Do you use propolis throat sprays? And what are your experiences? Let me know in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a like. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date, and share this video with someone you know can use the info.